Cash that fucking ticket, baby! Yeah, Jimmy, I told you, I texted you, I wanted to scream, cash that fucking ticket right in your fucking face.
Let's
Oh, baby, Cam fucking Young. How about the balls on that guy?
Let's fucking go. It's an honor to be back on the show, especially for a week like this, coming off of all the tough luck and break here recently. So I couldn't be more happy to receive the cash that motherfucking ticket in my face.
Oh, baby, that was talk about a sweat that was. Holy shit. All over the fucking board last week. Ludvig let us down, but Captain Cam, fucking Cam Young.
Captain Cam,
on the show last week, me and Feinberg both gave out our winners, and we both said Cam fucking Young.
Hell yeah. Gotta love it. Yeah, that was great. I'll be honest. It was funny, too. I didn't want to text you on something because at first I totally forgot you had Cam Young on that list. So when Aberg started going through everything yesterday, I was like, oh, man, I don't know how I'm going to carry the show. I can't. I don't have the balls to carry this show. I gotta step up and figure out something how to make this work. But just awesome to have that happen yesterday and see Cammy come out on top. That's what we love to see.
I'll tell you what, I text you, I was like, this is either going to be the most electric show ever or the most depressing podcast ever. I was done. I literally was done. I was like, guys, I probably would have done the show, but I wouldn't have been betting. I wouldn't have been betting. I'll tell you that.
I saw your tweet come out earlier. You talked about, you said on the show, you're like, we got some money now to go to the Valspar, so let's go. Thank God. Otherwise it was done. So
seriously, I was going to the Sagamore.
The Sagamore, that's what it was. Yep.
I wasn't paying any bookies. No way in hell. I was just fucking flat out dunzo. And after all the bad breaks, fucking Cam Young finally did it. And yesterday felt like a fucking war, a mental fucking war, man. Oh my God, with all the Ludvig shit going on. And
so
thank God.
What they got going, what Cammy's got going on, all those players out there playing through all that, and we're just sitting back there on the couch watching this fire and text to one another, just questioning every little thing that happened. So now it was.
Oh, what a sweat! Thank God when Ludvig did his thing on 11 and 12. Thank Christ for Matt. Matt kept me fucking calm. He's like, dude, we have the fucking winner. Cam Young's winning this fucking tournament. He told me that when they were on 13, right after Fitz fucking stuck that shot on 13.
Yeah.
Matt said, don't fucking worry. Cam Young's winning this fucking tournament. And it actually calmed me down because I was freaking out.
We were about to lose. Yeah. Matty texting. We don't even know where Matt was texting from on that. We couldn't even ping his location when he was firing that to you.
Oh, Singapore, South Africa, somewhere over there. Who the fuck knows? I think it was like 4 a.m. where he was. I know that.
Yeah. No, that's wild. No, like you were talking. I mean, it was just, it was a crazy turn of events out there. I mean, to be honest, like I remember I was talking with my dad before the round started yesterday, and he mentioned it to me too. Luddy had that tournament through 53 holes, and that 3-putt on 18 on Saturday, that was it could quite possibly have been the tournament for him because you go into the lead on Saturday night, that one extra stroke there, you 3-putt from 25 feet. Makes bogey there, all the pressure's on you, overnight lead, sleeping on it, and then he comes out.
I'll say this, I don't think 53 holes. I think he had it 51 holes. He had on 16 on Saturday, he's 4 up, okay, and he can stretch this fucking thing to 5 or 6 shots because everybody's birdie in 17.
Right.
And 16, he pumped a drive. He had 193 into 16, and he fucking shanks it. Or hooks it left into the rough, barely made par. So I'm thinking, okay, 193 in the fairways. We get 16, 17. He had an 8-footer on 17 for birdie.
Missed that. Did he make that or
too? He missed that too.
Yeah.
So not getting 1 out of 16 and 17 on Saturday to pump it to 5 when he really probably should have pumped it to 6.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get to 18, good drive, hits the green. 18 was tough Saturday, tough Sunday. Hits the green, good spot, and then fucking 3 jacks. And then I'm like, I thought we were going to be up 5-6 shots and we're up 3.
Yep.
And then I was panicking that night. I was like, fuck, this sucks. Like, why is it never fucking easy for us? Like, Shane Lowry, 3-shot lead with 3 holes to play, iron off the tee, pumps it right into the water. Like, how is that possible? And then I knew going into Sunday, so there's a lot of, obviously we had Young, who was in 3rd at the time.
Yep.
Didn't have Thor. I wasn't like particularly worried about Thor, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at him pre-tourney, just couldn't get to him, and just even in like DraftKings and all that stuff too, he just hadn't shown that he could be, in that stage yet. But he played so well there Friday, and then Saturday's round was unbelievable. But then, that I don't know what him or his caddy were thinking when he had 100 in on 4 and he blasted the wedge and went over top of it, went in and made a quad. Plus, too, that's gotta be hard for Luddy playing with him as well, watching him.
That was weird. Why did Thor go? Why didn't he play the slope on that hole on his 3rd shot?
No idea, because that hole there, you just missed. All the players were aiming 15, 20, 25 feet right of the flag, and you let it catch that slope, and it all released. He cooked that. If they said he had 100, he cooked that 115, 120 with a draw on it, with a little bit of low flight to it, which on those greens at that time of the day there, you're not going to get any bite on it. But
so then pretty quickly, I kind of felt like Fitz was the guy that I had to. Fitz and Young were the 2 guys, and I didn't have Young. I had Young, so I wasn't worried about Young. And I was like, fuck, Fitz is definitely the guy. He's come to play today. Well, everybody else was kind of dropping off. I know Xander made a late push, but he kind of fell off early. Straka fell off early. Connors fell off. JT fell off.
Yeah.
So it was pretty clear. Like, I mean, he birdied 3 of the first 4 holes, and I'm like, fuck, we're gonna have to deal with fucking Fitz. This fucking sucks.
I was gonna say the way they started off there was super, super hot. Both guys, the wedge that Young had to hit on 1 around the trees that he buggy whipped in there, and then Fitzy rolled in 2 putts that he rolled in from 10, 15, 20 feet there. And like you said, 3 of the first 4, it's like when he gets hot, he can get it going. And, out there, it looked like he wasn't going to get stopped there for the front 9.
Yep. Okay, so front 9, Ludvig. He didn't play bad. Like, he was fine.
Yeah.
No putts were dropping. Didn't hit anything close particularly. Like, he didn't have, like, great birdie looks. He had like 20 footers every fucking hole.
Right.
I'd say on 2, what do you do on 2? No, that was his 1 birdie on 2. On 9,
he hit a great shot on 2. Remember, because it was a weird shot. He went in the rough left and he hit like a 7-wood out of there, and he like flared it, but it gave him a line. He hit a great pitch, a foot. When he hit that close there, I was like, all right, then this is he's going to be in control. It's going to settle him down, but it didn't. He just kind of righted the ship there through 9, 10, and then got into the back 9, and that's where everything just was exposed.
So he gets to 11, completely wipes it. Holy shit!
I was shocked on that, because that's a go-to shot for him, and it's no more than what, a 5 or a 7 would. And you gotta miss. That's 50 yards right of your target.
Yeah.
And I mean, when he hit it, I knew it was right. I thought it was going to catch the bunker and be okay and stuff. But like when they panned out and all of a sudden you see the splash in the middle of the lake, it's like, wow, that's a shot that we would hit as amateurs, us shitty golfers.
Right. He's just not a pressure player, I don't think.
No.
His swing, like they were talking about on Live From last night, his swing, like he gets, I don't know, the pressure does something to him, man, because this is not the first time this has happened with Ludvig. This has happened multiple times. Do you remember at the BMW in Denver or wherever they were? And
same thing.
In the middle of the lake. Wasn't even remotely close.
Wasn't even remotely close. Well, they made mention on the air yesterday. His biggest thing, and he said it out publicly to, amongst the confidants there on tour and stuff, is when he gets nervous, he gets going fast, and he already plays fast. He's already fast, one of the fastest on tour. So that tick for him to go even faster, and they said like Skavron is there to like slow him down, like even walk in front of him because he starts walking to tees fast. He starts going. So all that's going. That's just maturity and growth, and he'll probably get over that in time. But it's a lot of big events that he's put himself in already at a young age that he's shown the public that he's got those nerves he's got to, try and figure out and just reel them back in. So
all right. So then he gets to 12. This is where Scov's got to step in here.
Exactly. We texted each other on that too. Yeah.
Like nobody was hitting driver in the late rounds. I know Rory put it to like 8 feet with the driver early, but that was like 9, 10 a.m., It
made no sense playing 374 yesterday. The wind started to pick up a little bit. He's got the distance. He could have hit that. Then you think about maybe he was nervous to hit that fairway wood. You know what I mean? Maybe he thought, I just flared this one way right. I don't have that shot. I'm going to go to my trusty driver. But they kept showing, do you remember the end of the front nine? They kept showing his impact with the driver, and he was missing a little bit on the toe, and they were talking about a little draw that he had going. But that was nowhere even close to his target line because that was a snap hook and a 374-yard hole. He could hit 5-iron, and have 125 in with a wedge in your hand and get out of there.
That's what Cam Young did.
No worse than 4 with a good chance at a 3. Instead, you bring that into play, and then there's no
still
chance.
Tied for the tournament at the time.
Yeah, and then you're dropping all the way back, and then he's got to hit 180 over water downwind, and he nukes an 8-iron, and that went over. And then he rolled the putt by. Then he rolled it by about 8, 10 feet, 12 feet. Missed that one too.
Yep. And that was the end of him. Made double.
Yes. Yep.
And then we got into the duel with Fitz. Fitz takes the lead on 14. They both had roughly 10, 12 footers. I thought Young was inside of Fitz. I was surprised when they came back and Young was putting first. But Young missed. Fitz drilled it. So Fitz got a 1-shot lead. Both make pars on 15, I believe. 16, Young hits a fucking great drive. Fitz got a lucky break into the pine straw, but he still had a layup. And then all of a sudden, the wind just fucking right in Young's face. He didn't know if he probably should have laid up. And with how fast that green was, that was just a brutally tough shot.
Because he pulled that left, right? He went way left, right? Because he tried to he tried to over, and that's the one that he went in and buried. I mean, he did a great shot out of there, but like you said, out of nowhere, the winds picked up. I mean, it 15, 16, 17, 18 for the last couple of groups, it was blowing 20 plus easy.
Yeah.
And
I'm sorry, on 14, they didn't birdie 14. 14 is when Fitz 3-putted for bogey.
Yes.
And Young made the 8-foot comeback for par, and that one was tied. Right. And then 15, they both had wedge in, and that's when Fitz made the birdie. So going to 16, Fitz was 1 up. And then 17, Fitz played a perfect shot for having a 1-shot lead. You go middle of the green there all day. And then Young hit a butte. It was just incredible. And then watching that putt just slow roll into the hole, I was watching it with my daughter, and man, I fucking screamed so loud when that thing fucking fell. Oh baby.
Thank God it wasn't the pizza party again like a couple weekends ago.
Man. I actually would have gave the pizza party a fucking screaming. I'll tell you that on that one.
Yeah, no, he I mean, the perfect shot, because they showed the camera angle there on when they were putting on the greens, and that flag was howling. And you didn't catch the right side of that slope. You were going to be back down on the front side. And then, Xander hit a great putt there a couple times before, from down in front. But you weren't going to get up and down there at that time of the day. That's a 3-putt waiting to happen. But Young hit the perfect shot in there. And the crazy thing about Young is just how much he's worked on that short game and how much better he's become at putting, because those putts that we watched yesterday, the comebackers, the 8, 9, 10 footers, and that birdie putt on 17, he would never drip those putts in last year before. He was missing. He wasn't even touching cup. He was all over the place. No confidence. But I mean, that stroke on 17.
Did you think he was going to make the putt?
Yes. Oh, that was fucking butter.
That's over the years. We've seen that putt a bunch of times. That's a slick putt.
It is. And I didn't know. I mean, I thought maybe he had enough speed on it. Maybe it was just but it trickled. And then when they gave that lower camera angle view of the hole, and you just saw it just slowly creeping over the front of the lip there and drop in, I was like, this is what we wanted. This is what we needed. Let's fucking.
That was awesome. And then we get to 18, and this motherfucker, it's the fucking biggest drive of his fucking life. Biggest drive ever on a 375.
Yeah, stat track history. Yep.
He had fucking 100 yards into that thing. Holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, everything was set up perfectly for him there. You make the birdie on 17. You get the honors going into 18 with the wind blowing. And then, obviously, Cam Young deep down inside was fucking nervous as hell too. He put it in the drink there on 18 on Saturday. It's a demanding tee shot. Adrenaline's pumping. You got to slow yourself down. And he just goes up there and Decky pauses at the top and just absolutely nukes a baby draw, 375, longest in the stat track history. And I mean, that just, you knew when Fitzy saw that, he's like, all right, well, I'm already trying to overswing. Now I got to figure out something here to get off the tee. And you could tell, I think that rattled him. That got him pretty good after seeing that tee ball because.
Yeah. And then Fitzy had to chip out.
Yep.
Hit a good chip out. Young hit a really good shot that it just kept rolling. We saw that a bunch of guys. The ball just kept rolling once it got past the hole there.
Yeah,
and then
that flag, everything just continues to roll out.
Yeah, and then Fitz, I thought he hit an incredible chip.
He did. Very good, very good. He left him his number, exactly what they planned out and what he wanted. Yeah, I don't know. It's, Fitzy back a couple years ago, that was his go-to, such a good putter, made those putts, and maybe not so much in the, the big game and the driver swing and all that stuff. And kind of flipped a little bit now. He's added some speed and distance, and then a couple of those putts there late. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you what. These fucking Euro weenies, man. they make them all during the Ryder Cup. But once you get in a fucking real tournament, they don't fucking make them anymore. That's the only time these fuckers make them. Besides Justin Rose. Rose makes them all.
Yeah, no kidding. You got Lowry there missing on 16. That's the first ball in all year that goes in there. And then, like you said, Fitzy had a couple of those putts late, just a couple shots.
Yeah. Before I get more to Young, I mean, Fitz is a great player.
He's incredible.
I actually, a lot of respect for Fitz. Like he didn't choke that at all. I mean, I guess you could say the drive, but I mean, it wasn't really that bad of a drive. It just went through,
Right.
But he was nails yesterday. And I know he looks like a pussy and whatnot, but he's like a really good. He's a good player. Like I expect big things out of Fitz. He's a great player.
Yeah, he good dude all around. You saw after the round, he went over to Cam Young's parents. He found them. They showed that, and he congratulated them and stuff like that. And he had some funny comments afterwards too, because I guess some of the reporters were like, it got pretty loud because it was like almost like a Ryder Cup banner.
Turned into a Ryder Cup
and all that stuff. And Fitzy goes, all right. He goes, whoever asked that question, he goes, this was like clown show miniature to what Bethpage was. Go fucking travel to New York. Go play at Bethpage when you're at the Ryder Cup and really see what we're up against, and then you'll have some fun. He's like, this was miniature shit. This was miniature hour. This was nothing. For sure. So
yeah, he handled everything with class. You could tell he was even happy for Cam. And he's a good player, and he's been ever since probably midway through last year. He's been playing great golf.
Yeah, he's there consistently. You definitely saw he retooled his game from when he first came on. He's added speed. He has that little step through on the driver and the wood swings now to gain some distance. I looked like what he averaged 305 this week, something like that for him. And that's lethal. I still can't get over these guys that chip cross-handed. It's so bizarre.
I know. But Cam Young's the winner. And that dude, Matt and I have been saying this is the year of Cam Young. After that Ryder Cup performance, we were never massive Cam Young guys, but just watching that Ryder Cup performance and him towards the end of the season, like we've been saying, this is the year of Cam Young, and it started this week. Get your futures in. We've been telling you to bet futures on Cam. I know we love him at the PGA in Shinnecock, and I mean, he's probably going to be a very popular play at the Masters now. Which I'm not ruling him out at the Masters, of course.
Not at all.
But yeah, year of Cam Young. It just started. We've been telling you guys for a while now.
Well, hopefully we get a little more emotion out of it. Maybe we'll be a little more pumped up at TGL coming up and start doing some more shit talking. That guy, he can't be faced. He's just in his own world and he just stays his lane, and which is, pretty
He's
cool
a fucking God guy too. I think I got to become a God guy.
The pods, what was it, 3 or 4 ago, you guys were talking about all the God stuff. We need to figure that out.
He went to church yesterday morning before the round.
Somebody tweeted out, they're like, if you don't follow Chris Powers, you got to. He saw him at church at 9 a.m. with his kids and wife, and they were in the same pew or something like that.
Yeah. All right. Cam Young's the man. A few other things from the players before we get into Valspar. What do we got? Xander finished third. Played great Friday. 14 of 14 fairways. Shot 65. I mean, Lud shot a 63. We didn't even talk about Lud 63. Lud had a bunch of eagles this week.
Yeah, he did.
But he's just not a pressure player. Xander, 14 of 14 fairways, looked fantastic. I thought he was the guy to beat going into the weekend, and he couldn't have looked any worse on Saturday. For him to even keep it together on Saturday was impressive, though. Yeah,
no, we were texting on that. You were saying how that's the one guy you were worried about. Felt threatened on that score there they threw up on Thursday. And to be honest, or I'm sorry, Friday, Thursday and Friday, he could have potentially won the tournament if he made a few more putts. I mean, he
was
literally
locked in Thursday and he missed all the putts.
He could have been 12, 13, 14 under alone in just those 2 rounds. If he made a few more putts. But I think on with his game and everything. From what I've seen here to start the year, I think he's healthy. I think he's back. I know last year he had some stuff going on. He was kind of up and down and whatnot, and working through some swing thoughts and changes and a few things. But from what you see now, it looks like he's back to potentially maybe what he was, when he won 2 majors a couple years ago. I don't know if he'll ever have a season like that again, but he looks very good in the ball strike and hitting 14 fairways out there. That's definitely not something you see every day.
Yeah. And for him to battle back, his third, he had 2 second-place finishes, so he has 3 top 3s or better at this place. I think that was most all-time without a win or something.
The only thing I just dislike, I don't understand, is that like an off brown or is that like a charcoal black that he wears? Those shirts are so ugly.
On Sunday.
He's got the word. But you know what? The other thing, too, is it looks like he's beefed up a little bit. I think he's put on a little muscle. He looks a little fitter.
I don't know if it's muscle or fat. It might be some baby fat, man.
Baby fat coming in from having a kid. Yeah, you did mention something like that. He likes to eat and drink a bunch of wine. So
yeah. Other top guy, JT. I mean, JT's the man. I fucking love JT. I love JT. After 279s at API, which I thought was a mistake coming back at API. Should have came back at Honda, skipped the API, and then play the players. Yeah. But whatever. I mean, big money events. But he got $0 for it, right? He missed the cut. So
yeah, I think now the new stuff they pay, don't they give you at least something like 15 or 20?
Yeah, maybe. But JT battled all week. He's clearly not all there yet, but for him to finish top, I don't know, what do you end up finishing? -9, -8?
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
Top 10, for sure. This is just why I like JT. He just grinds. He just grinds. And I know he can be a pussy and people don't like him and some of the stuff he says, but just kind of reiterates why you need a guy like JT at the Ryder Cup for the US, because he actually gives a shit,
Yes, for sure. I was talking with my dad and brother yesterday. They obviously watch a ton of golf too. And like my dad was saying, he goes, having a healthy JT back is best for golf. Just the drama, the TV, the theater, everything about it. When he's healthy and he's in contention, it's always fireworks. He could go out there and do what he did years ago at Erin Hills. He could go out there and shoot a 63. He could do what he did at when he took down when he put Mito Pereira into retirement. He could do all that stuff. And when he's healthy, it's great to see. And I think, like you said, maybe not 100% all the way back, but he looked for sure pretty fucking good this week. I mean, that swing was pure. His wedges and short game, I mean, there's just it looks like no movement with that swing, and everything is just so fluid, so good. And a few more putts for him fall. He's got to figure out the big stick too. There was a couple wayward drives and stuff, but
Saturday on 6 when he made that triple, that was not good. But I mean, he got it back. He battled back.
And if he's feeling good, he loves this week. We'll get to it later, but he loves this week. Who knows? He could go out there and just boat race this field this week. So,
and then we got my guy Brooks. He's fucking back, man. He's fucking back.
Yep.
He's winning the fucking Masters. I bet a 40.
Told you I love that number. Yep. 40s.
He's winning the fucking Masters. Brooks is my favorite player of all time. I get these feels with Brooks.
Yep.
I haven't felt this way about Brooks Koepka since fucking Oak Hill.
Okay.
Oak Hill.
Feel it down in your plums? You got some
feels.
I
feel right in my plums, man. He's fucking putting the jacket on. I fucking know it. I just know it. He's the bet. You got to get on Brooks. I'm all over it. I thought it was going to be Rahm, but I'm moving over to Brooks.
Oh yeah, no, I agree with you on that 100%. Especially when he had that Bobby Mack orange on Friday. I mean, how do you go against that? That's just a sexy look out there. But now he's the same way too, man. He's getting his reps. The ball strike.
You can tell he's just gearing up for the Augusta. Like he just knows. He knows the goal.
Yeah, no, it's the same. He's getting his reps, getting his swing down. I mean, the swing looked really good. From what I watched there on Friday, that front nine, he could have shot 30 or 29. He had 7 or 8 birdie putts inside 15 feet, of which 5 or 6 of them were inside 12 feet. And only birdie.
That's when I bet him.
Yeah, and he birdied 7, 8, 9. And the biggest thing with him is I don't think it's that he had some swing issues or anything there when he made those little hiccups there on what was it 12, 13, 14 or 13, 14, 15. It's just a little bit of the pressure of the ball strike. You're putting so many shots close, you're missing those putts. A couple little swings here and there are going to cause that, but other than that, he looked really good. It's so crazy seeing him with a spider. Those.
Yeah, so he gained 7.7 on approach for the week.
Yes.
Irons have been dialed, and this is the most all week.
Yeah,
he was basically level with the putter, which the last 2 rounds at Honda and the Players, he's putted much, much better than what he was previously. Previously, he was losing like 5 to 6 with the putter every week.
Didn't he at Torrey when he made the cut that first event? I think it was didn't he lose 7 strokes on the green, something like that? He was like last.
Looking at it here, he lost 2.4 rounds, so almost 10.
Yeah, I mean. That's from there. I know putting over there, it's different. Bermuda, all that stuff, whatever you want to say, I get it. But from there to now, that's 3 weeks, 4 weeks, switching putters, doing all that stuff on tour, getting the reps. I mean, that's a drastic improvement. And if that gets going, watch out. If he's fully healthy, fully ready to go, and he's motivated. He's ready to get back on track and get that going. So I love that a number at Augusta. And we know that course fits him. So.
Yeah, I'm feeling it right now. And I don't always bet Brooks at majors, despite him being my guy, and they sometimes give us good numbers. And I've stayed away from him these past couple of years because I just didn't have the feel, but I got the feel now.
Yeah. Yep.
And like I said, I haven't felt it. Going into Oak Hill, I was like almost certain he was winning that thing. And then he won the LIV event, and I was like, "Holy shit!" Right before that, Crooked Cat or whatever it is down in Orlando, it was just. I feel that way this year. So get on Brooks, whatever you can get. 40 plus is great. It's gonna be lower too by the time we get to Augusta.
I was gonna say that number is gonna probably be chopped. He could go out this week, same thing like JT. He can go over there and boat race the field there at Valspar, and he's gonna play Houston because that's his course. So you're going to get him a few more times before Augusta. He put that number up this week. He could go out, like I said, win this week in our top 5, top 10, and then go to Houston, top 5, top 10, win, whatever it might be. And before we could be looking at a 20, 25, you know what I mean? Something like that, or sub 30.
If he wins an event, he's going to be fucking 16, teens. Man.
Yeah, he'll be teens. Yeah. And we'll be pinning this pod and going back to it, and we told everybody to do it. So
yeah. All right, we'll get to the 2 best players in the world. We'll start with Rory. Back still looks like an issue still. What'd you make of his week?
I mean, to be honest, just seeing him get out there and get to the property on Wednesday late and just go out there and even gut it out to, try and defend like he was doing, obviously with winning last year and all that type of stuff. He doesn't look 100%, his back's definitely not all there. I was shocked though. First tee, did you see 187 ball speed, first driver he hit on Thursday?
Oh, did he? Wow.
Yeah, he was the third highest ball speed the entire day. It's like, okay, cool. I guess your back's hurting, but I'm just going to poke one out there. But just the overall gutsy performance. You know what I mean? He didn't want to. If Arnie was still around, he wouldn't have WD'd, from Arnie's place, that type of stuff there. He probably didn't want to get out of there, but knew the players, defending champ, all that stuff. And then to get up there late, go through what he did, the conditions, everything he was up against, and then to make the cut, you know what I mean? And get out there. And who knows what he's playing at? He could be 60%, 70%, whatever it is. He's still able to get to a number and post and get all 4 rounds in, which is pretty remarkable. But just kind of curious.
Kind of expected.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yep. I was going to say, kind of interested to see what exactly is causing some of this stuff. Obviously, we'll get into some more stuff with, other backs things, but these guys now, some of these injuries, back, speed training, whatever it might be. I don't know.
PGL, they're saying.
I know. I saw that.
Kind of expected result. Do you think he plays again before Augusta?
I would think if he's healthy enough, he'd try and play Memorial Park. Because don't they say there's a resemblance there? Don't they say it, kind of the setup and everything? That's why a lot of the guys have played there the last couple of years.
He played Memorial. He played Houston last year. The year before, he played Valero. But he did mention he doesn't have anything on the books at the moment. He wasn't sure if he was going in or not.
Yeah, I mean, I think if he's healthy, he'll want to get some more reps in. But then again, also too, it's all the dynamics. He'll probably look at the forecast, see what the weather's like, see what the conditions are like. Not trying to hurt himself and be fully ready for Augusta. But that's tough. I mean, you go, what is it, 3-4 weeks then of no play if he doesn't before Augusta?
If he doesn't play a tournament, are we worried about him? I mean, I already crossed him off because he won last year, but.
Yeah, I mean, the reps, he knows the course, obviously. He's won there last year. I mean, he's got.
Right, but if he doesn't play, there's obviously an issue because he always plays at least one or two.
One before,
at least one of these events.
Because he also mentioned, too, last year and the year before, didn't he say his new schedule and stuff like that to mentally and get prepared for majors and especially Augusta, he wanted to add those events to his schedule. I would be worried. I would be hesitant on him for sure. If he takes the next 3-4 weeks off.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, expected result there. I'll tell you what. Nothing gives me more joy than watching Scottie Scheffler suck at golf like he did on Thursday and Friday. That was like cocaine, man. I just enjoy it. It was just like I'm having a great time watching this guy suck ass.
I love your tweets, man. When they start firing out there when he's just doing all that, or when you called out Morikawa, Chinaman, and all that stuff. I mean, it's just you get these guys going. Those tweets are phenomenal. But like you said, yeah, I mean, just seeing Scottie, what he's got going on right now, my God. We're just so used to him being the best and not making any mistakes to what he's going through right now. So
he's trying to act like he's not broken. There's something wrong with you, Scottie. Don't try to act like you're not fighting it. Every golfer fights it. Just because you've been the greatest golfer since Tiger Woods the last 4 years doesn't mean you're not going to fight it from time to time. Like you're going through it right now. Don't act like you're not broken. It happens to everybody.
Yeah. Well, it's, you've seen it. What is it? The last 4 weeks, he's hit 3 or 4 different TaylorMade drivers. He's had the new one, went back, switched stuff, all that type of stuff. And what was it? Yeah. Friday's round, the shots he was hitting off the tee. I mean, those were 100 yards off target. I mean, those were wipes. He was missing right. Last year, his miss was like 10% or 8% left or something like that. He never missed right. And now this year, because he works the ball both ways, he likes doing all that stuff. There's no control there. And then that's just like you said, when you're broken with something like that, it bleeds into every part of the rest of your game. And now he's not hitting all his crisp irons. You know, he's missing on a few of those. And then he's not making all his putts that he makes. And then he's, you know, flicking off the hole.
I thought he was very lucky to make the cut this week. He actually got some putt luck. He got some putt luck, some chips. And the way he struck it, I know he played better over the weekend, I guess, but like the way he struck it Thursday and Friday, he was very lucky to not be 5-6 over. And then he just the way he acts when things don't go his way, like the real Scottie's coming out, and I'm enjoying it. And this is what it's all about. It's fucking great.
when he threw the ball on 18 last week on Thursday at Bay Hill, and then this week he, you know, what he missed at like 10 or 12 footer on 18, and he gave it a little fist pump like this. Yeah, and he missed it. And then I was shocked to see them when it was pouring rain. He was out there working with Randy Smith in the middle of the rain hitting drivers. Like, I mean, that's when you know you're having
but he's not broken. I'm just gonna hit 1 million drivers in the fucking pouring rain. Get out of my face.
Did you see, I don't know, some people probably caught this and when they tune in and stuff, but Chambly said something about that he thinks his swing is shorter by like, I don't know if it's an inch or whatever the metrics is, but he said there's something that's distinctly different to the big time golfer people out there that follow that stuff closely, that there is a difference in the swing, whether that was done intentionally, whether that was Randy Smith trying to work with him on something or whatever it might be. There is a distinct difference in the length of his swing last year to this year. And that's what he thinks is starting to cause some of those problems.
Yeah, could be. I don't know enough about the golf swing, but makes sense to me. It's just awesome, man. This was the perfect week. This was the perfect week. We got a new hero, Cam Young. Beat a European. Turns into a mini Ryder Cup at the end.
Love it.
Scottie Scheffler sucked.
Exactly.
He hit all the points that I wanted. Besides being stressed the entire Sunday.
The stress is great though, man. That's why we do it.
Lastly on the players, actually I got two more things, but Morikawa withdrawal on Thursday. I mean, that was incredible. I was on him at API. Went full fade just because of the popularity. I was nervous about fading Morikawa because he's playing great golf. But that made me happy as well. Morikawa withdraw. Hate to see a guy hurt his back. And I hope he's fine because I also have him at the Masters. I got Rahm, Morikawa at 30, Brooks at 40 plus. Got those three in my Masters play. So I hope he's fine. I think he's got to be fine, right? Should I be worried about the Masters bet?
No, I mean, I don't know. I think kind of similar to like with Rory. I mean, you got multiple weeks here. It was weird because the way he described it was like he said like he took one practice swing there on the 11th tee. And he said his entire back gave out. Like he almost like knelt over, which was super bizarre because then it's like, then you wonder, okay, you know, they don't disclose all the information. And I'm sure going forward in the gambling world, they're going to work on this. Like same thing with Fox, you know, Fox was in the hospital on Tuesday, kidney stones, and people still bet him. And then he withdraws Thursday morning. It's like, okay, well, you could probably make that public.
Yeah, right.
Now, maybe Kawa tweaked it, you know what I mean? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and just tried to play through it again like Rory.
I don't think he did. I think it was just a spasm that happened during the swing.
Yeah. I remember I was on the shitter, and I'm like, it says Morikawa hitting tee shot on 11, waiting to hit tee shot. And I'm like, Aberg and Kim finished the hole. Why is he not hitting his tee shot? What is going on here? I'm like, refresh. Because I texted you. I remember I was like, I had him in like all my DraftKings and everything. I had the perfect rosters. I was all excited. And then it says withdraw, and they post that stuff. And I'm like, and I see the swing. He took the one swing, grabbed it, walked away, and he was done. Like just instantly.
Yeah, he fucked a lot of people in DraftKings. I'm sorry. I didn't play DraftKings. Haven't played DraftKings in a while. Been thinking about getting back in it now that I have some cash. So maybe I'll.
There you go. You're flush. You're flush, baby. Might as well go in there hot this weekend.
But I gotta save for a cold spell, you know, which I'm sure.
I think
I need 2 or 3 more winners before I can get into DFS.
There we go. But I don't think he's a guy I don't know. He's a guy that we never really see him in Texas, do we?
I thought he plays Valero.
Maybe Valero, but he's a guy that I wouldn't be shocked if he's done through Augusta now. You know,
if he is, I'm going to be worried.
Or does he play TGL? Because aren't they in the playoffs?
I don't care about TGL. Let's see. Last year.
You're flush now. You might as well hop into TGL playoffs. Let's go.
Last year, he went from Players to the Masters.
Okay.
24, he played Players, Valero, Masters.
So maybe Valero.
23, he played Players, Match Play, Masters.
They need to bring that back, by the way.
22, Players, Valspar, Match Play. So this is when everybody played the Match Play back then.
Yeah, it was a elevated WGC. So
I don't know. We'll see. I think Morikawa at 30 is a great bet.
Phenomenal bet, because it's like we were talking, same thing with the Brooks numbers and those guys too. They win something or rattle off there. Or if you would have won Players, that's a high teens, low 20s at best. You know what I mean, going forward.
Yeah. And then lastly on the Players, Brian Rolap, he gave his presser. I'll tell you what, man. Thank God we got Rolap instead of that scumbag Monahan. What a breath of fresh air that guy is compared to Monahan.
Jay's on your shit list. He's been on shit list since day one.
He just had to pick up the phone, man.
Yeah.
The whole 9/11 thing too just really, really, really drove me crazy.
Well, like you said, breath of fresh air, and they went right with this because they went to the biggest gaming organization in the world, football, and they grabbed a guy from there that's created a monster. Obviously, we know what football does, and for the public and the presser and all that stuff. But bringing in a guy like that, like you said, change of fresh air, new scenery. He knows what he's doing, and he knows where golf needs to go direction wise, which is key. And you talked about those, the 6 points he was hitting on, and so let me get to the 6 points.
I mean the structure of the season was the main one. He's looking at, like, including the majors and the Ryder Cup or the President's Cup, 21 between 21 and 26 events.
Yep.
They're like the top guys, and then they're gonna have a second rolling tour.
Yes. Yep.
Which I think is, and the fields are all going to be 120-man fields, which is the fucking biggest thing we got going. That's what we need. That's what we want as golf fans.
Yep. And the cuts. He mentioned that, the cuts.
120-man field with a cut. That's what everybody wants. Nobody wants these 70-man fields with no cuts. Everybody wants 120 cut. That's what we want. That's the best field you can make week after week.
You and Matt liked the Xander streak there when he had 70 in a row, with 40 of them were the signature events. They're like, and Xander extends his no cut streak, of which 40 of those were signature events and no cut fields.
Yeah. And then he talked about having a big start to the season, like starting at Pebble or Riv, which is ideal. So the Hawaii events are definitely going away, and we're going to start out west, that's good. That's what we want.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of good changes with that stuff. He knows it too, with the time zones, prime time. Starting the season with a big bang, like you said. Maybe not this year, because Pebble's in the mix with the U.S. Open and stuff like that coming up. But like you said, like a Riv or something like that to start the season, and then potentially bringing those tracks back in later on, whether it's later in the season, the playoffs, better times of year for weather. Because, they got lucky this year. Mostly out west, it was okay. There really wasn't too much. But the last 5-6 years, it's been brutal. Like, Pebble sucked. Watching them playing hail and cold and rain and wind, and then Riviera and then all that stuff.
You should just start in Torrey and start in Phoenix. Those are
Yep. Phoenix, come down here, do that, move things around, and then
why can't they just start in Phoenix the week of the Super Bowl? What's wrong with that?
Yeah, kick it off like that. Exactly.
So do you like the second tier tour part of it?
Yeah, I think that's cool. I like that, because I think, to be honest, right now, the tour and the amount of talent that's out there, I think it's some of the deepest we've seen in a long, long time, where any tournament, any given week, even a guy who's the 120, 130, 140 guy could pop off. You know what I mean? And you got all these young guys come, these Corn Ferry guys, they can all fucking score. All these guys that have come on to the tour this year, they can all contend, and they get hot, they play well. They get a little, they get the competitive edge in them, and some, seasonality and playing out there against the best. I think that's great, because you're just going to continue to allow all the great golf that's out there now be seen and, start to recognize some of these other players that might not get as much exposure, prior to all that. So I think that's great. And I think the other good thing too, that they're talking on is, the different markets, the courses, get rid of some of the events in the same courses we see every year,
So it's fucking bananas to me that Monahan didn't have us in New York, Chicago, Philadelphia, San Fran, Washington, D.C., Boston anymore.
Right. I wrote my notes down. Yeah, I said the same thing. Midwest area for sure. Chicago. You got all those great courses there. Midwest.
How are we not playing in Chicago, New York, Boston? Like what?
Chicago, New York, Boston. And then also too, I know people bitched about it back years ago, but go back to freaking Bandon Dunes. Go back to Chambers Bay. That shit was awesome. Like that. Those are courses you could put in the rotation later on in the year when the conditions are good and suitable to hold a tournament. Bring those guys back. That's prime time. That's West Coast. But, like I always talk with my buddies and stuff down here, same old shit. You want to sit there and watch Glover and those khaki bottoms sweating his ass off at Tour Championship in Atlanta and then St. Jude. We're playing there and it's 150 degrees in August and September. It's miserable.
There's nothing better than watching DJ fucking go chase down Spieth in New York at the Northern Trust.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many good tracks there. We saw a little glimpse of it last year, when they went back to Cricket Club and they moved around a little bit. But
even that, they played that in May. Play these Northeast events in August. That's when we even want to be. That's the best time to play in the Northeast.
Northeast, Midwest, Chicago, New York, Boston, Philly, all those spots. Play those in July, August, September. It's the best time to play golf, and so many good golf courses, out there and stuff like that. So.
And then he talked about promotion, relegation. I mean, he's basically just doing what LIV does, in my opinion.
We got to get
they're taking a lot of LIV things, in my opinion.
The relegation zone.
But no, promotion, relegation. Yeah, that's good. I think that should definitely happen, especially with a 2-tour system.
For sure.
And then the one thing that got me really excited was changing the playoffs.
For sure. Match play. He talked. Yeah, I saw that the match play was a key point there, bringing that back in. I mean, I loved it. Austin Country Club, when they played that at the WGC, that was one of the coolest tournaments. Not just because of the course and the optics and how it looked, but just the setup, the bracket play, just anything could happen. And wasn't at Bajurgard and Tiger and those guys, and just all the craziness over those times where you had matches.
Oh, God.
Yeah. That's Maddie's boy. He loves Bajurgard.
Tiger Slayer.
But that was fucking phenomenal. That was cool. Match play, all that stuff. And the guys, I think, want it. They talk about it openly. You hear guys on the tour talking about wanting that setup back.
You can get. I know the TV get worried about only having one match on Sunday, but you can get the first and second place match, third and fourth place match, fifth and sixth place match, and it's different levels of money. You can,
it's all going to matter
going on at the same time,
right? All that's going to matter. Yeah, it's going to matter in terms of obviously with the new relegation, all that stuff, the zones, all that points, whatever it might be, money, whatever it is, it's all going to in the end matter. So it's not like those guys are just going out there just to go out there and play for consolation and nothing. They're going to be motivated to want to play, and it'll be good TV.
Yeah. So yeah, that was. I like the direction the tour is going with Roll-Up, and sorry he didn't. I know he came on the broadcast and said he was going to drop the ropes. Unfortunately, Cam Young changed that, where he had already won the tournament, and they couldn't drop the ropes for that guy because they still had that loser Ludvig behind him.
Yeah, and the other cool thing too was, Roll-Up's got a good following. There was 1,000+ people at that presser. It wasn't just some small thing where a few guys were there. There was a ton of people there. So people are buying into it, and his new regime hopefully is what takes golf to the next level. What we want to see.
Yeah, they're in good hands with him. Anyways, let's put a bow on the players. Cam motherfucking Young, you are the man. What a win! What a win! One of my favorite wins for sure. And that was awesome. We were all over the board. We've been all over the board the last month or so. Finally seeing one go through the hoop. Hopefully we can start reeling them off. Quick recap on LIV Singapore. I don't know if people got to watch, but it was actually on at a time that was reasonable, 8 or 9 Eastern time at night. So I enjoyed watching it. I was very, very happy that Neiman didn't win because I actually almost took Neiman at 20-1. Bet the number type play. So when I woke up, they had a rain delay on Saturday night, and it was like 1 a.m. I was like, I gotta go to bed, so I can't watch this shit. And when I woke up and I saw Bryson won, I was pumped. And then I saw the Dick Lee fucking missed 2-footer. I mean, oh man, poor guy.
Big Dick Lee. That was it. Yeah, it was a bizarre turn. I didn't tune in too much. I just, with the time difference on when they were playing stuff, I mean, I just kept seeing, like, when I would open up in the morning, all the exotic animals, the heavy rainfall, and then bats flying in front of Bryson when he fell in the bunker on the one shot on Friday.
I love that course, man. That course is awesome. It is so pure. Oh my God. It is so pure. What a course. I had 3 guys finish in the top 10. Valspar kind of made a run. Yeah. But Bryson and Neiman were just too good. Rahm was also there in the top 3 or 4 as usual. But that course, Sentosa, it's a beautiful course. And everything's always pure. Greens are pure. It's just perfectly manicured. Great setup. So big fan of that course. Had Valspar and Wolf. Wolf made a run early, and then it was really, really windy round 3, and he just couldn't handle the wind. So
good to see him though swinging it well again. Because he was a head case. He was lost there for a while.
Oh yeah, he's playing great. He's swinging it great. So
I think there was it's a funny story. It was like Wednesday night or something like that. I had my phone charging and I had Matt's alerts on or whatever, and he walked the front 9 with those guys, and I got like 43 of them all at once, and it just started pinging, and it was like Matt Wolff from 240 stuffs it 10 feet. Matt Wolff swinging it very well. It just went, all these tweets went off in the alerts. I thought something was going on. I'm like, what the hell? And it was just Matt walking and texting and tweeting it out. But he had good videos of Wolff out there swinging, all throughout the bag. And I was the biggest Wolff proponent. I loved him coming out. I loved him at Oklahoma State. Came out when he won at the 3M, when he did all that stuff, and then we did his crazy 60 or whatever it was at the Shriners. And then when I was sad to see him go, and then he just fell off the face of the earth. It just thought he kind of lost it, but he's definitely playing a lot better this year to start. Playing very good golf.
Oh yeah, great to see. Great to see. Any other thoughts on LIV Singapore? I mean, Bryson's going to be a factor at Augusta for sure.
Yeah. Yep. I saw he went with shooting sleeves this week.
A lot of those guys did. It has to do with how hot it was, and maybe how hot it was. There were fucking birds flying all over the place.
Well, the video of Bryson falling with like 700 bats swarming him was great, because all you could see was just him flying around, and he falls in and he gets back up, and they're flying over his head and everything.
And then you get the Disney cruise ships in the background, and big fucking horns going while you're putting. I was like, this place is the best.
That's probably what caused Big Dick Lee to miss that 1-footer on 18.
Oh, poor guy, man. Poor guy. But I mean, he probably made $2 million. So
he's played, since his qualification event that he got in through. He's played pretty well. I mean, he's been a journeyman.
So you got AK finished 3rd, and Dick Lee fucking won the event, the promotions event. So it's working.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. That's it on recap of last week. Wow, we've already gone 50 plus on last week. But hey, the players,
it was worth it.
Players never going to be a major, but it's a big time event, and it's a lot of fun. The players is great.
Yeah. Players is great. It's amazing. Look forward to it every year. It comes and goes so fast, but love the golf, love the atmosphere. Me being down here, I'm surprised. I've actually never been up there or played it. So
you've never played it?
No,
I've never been there.
Nope. Been through it, been by it, been to St. Augustine plenty. Just never been to Ponte Vedra. So seen the exit on the highway and all that stuff. But that's definitely a bucket list to get to. I had a bunch of buddies this week that made the drive up 5 hours to Jacksonville and went and saw it, and it's crazy. So.
Okay, on to this week. We are in Tampa for the Valspar Championship. Let's see, Valspar. We're at Innisbrook Golf Club and Resort, Copperhead course. Was this par 71 or 72?
You know what? That's a good question.
Hold on. Par 71.
Par 71, yeah. 73-40, it looks like.
Yeah, okay. We're still in Florida, obviously in Tampa. Mid to long irons required. Off the tee, not that worrisome, right?
No. Like you said, elite ball striking, iron play, and then just putting mechanics and navigating through, the snake pit and
yeah, putting is big. Last year hit this event Victor Hovland, 80-1, which
that was insane. I still remember that when you guys posted. I was nowhere in no way in shape or form was I even thinking to touch him, and with where he was with his swing and everything he had going, and that was crazy. That was good to see, but it was wild.
Yeah. Year before that, Peter Malnati. I was on Cam Young, beat out Cam Young.
I thought you were going to say you were on Malnati.
No. Malnati was what, like 400 or 500 to 1?
Wearing his kind bar golf shirt.
With his bucket hat and his fucking
bucket hat,
fucking yellow ball. Oh my god.
That's right though. He did beat Cam. I forgot about that.
He beat Cam Young, and he got a drop of a lifetime. He hit it on 16. He hit his approach into the rough, and he was standing on a sprinkle head, so he got to drop it on the green.
I remember that. That was so bizarre. So bizarre. Almost a Scottie Scheffler drop like this week when he went from the rough to the fairway.
Yeah. 2023 had Taylor Moore beat Shank and Fleetwood. I think I was on Tommy that week. And Spieth. Both finished third. 2022, Sam Burns beat Davis Riley in a playoff. And the year before that, Sam Burns beat Keegan. I remember this one like yesterday. I was on Keegan. Keegan goes directly into the water when water wasn't even in play on the par 3. I think it was like the 13th hole there on the back 9. They were both tied at the time. So that was fun. Then Paul Casey won back-to-back years, 2019 and 2018. Remember, he beat out, I think 2018, he beat out Tiger, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, that was when Tiger was making one of his comebacks. Shout out Brent Snedeker. He was involved in that tournament too.
I love Brent. The pop stroke.
Other winners. You're looking at a lot of South Africans have won this. A lot of Englishmen have won this. I don't know what kind of players are you looking for. Ball strikers.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of touched on it a little bit. Like you said, I don't think it's too much off the tee. The tee game isn't something that you got to base a lot on this week. Just like we touched on the elite ball strike and the iron play and putting mechanics. Just battling those types of elements, and kind of ties to, like you said, with like the English players, South African players. It can get windy there. It's a little bit of a tighter track. You got to keep the ball relatively in play there. Pretty solid with not getting offline too much in your short game. And we've seen that with the guys in the last 7-8 years that have won. So that kind of plays into that factor there. But last year, a guy like Vic, when he was fighting everything, he found a way to tame it. So. I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be another good event. We've got a couple guys at a WD today that we saw this morning. Shout out to my new favorite nickname for the guy that you call the Brown Canadian. I would have been all over his ass, man. He was plus 7,500 this morning on Hard Rock.
Make $1 million and then just withdraw.
Yeah, he made 925 or something like that, and said, "Deuces, I'm not going over to the Valspar." But talk about a run up he's had. You were on him a week ago. You called it. You guys said it.
Yeah, Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
That would have been cool if he won that, but it is what it is.
But
okay, odds boards. You had any weather? Any weather down there this week?
Yeah. So actually, it's going to be solid. I know last year you and I touched on this. It was it was a big weather phenomenon last year. Big front going through, morning wave, afternoon wave, wind, all that stuff. Everybody's boards, odds, everything changed. Made it just a chaotic week. But no, there's a front moving through Florida today. And then behind that, cool temps, sunshine, and basically there, highs 70 to 75 the next 3 days. And by the weekend, near 80. And minimal winds, like, 10 to 15 at most. So it should be pretty much, as they call it, Chamber of Commerce.
Any rain leading up?
Just today. There's a big system moving through today, but that'll dry out. And like I said, I mean, they're showing sunshine, gradual warming each day into the to near 80 by Saturday, Sunday. So definitely no wave. Unless something comes up, I don't see any wave differential or anything like that. So should be pretty solid and sound as to what you guys lay down today. So,
and it's going to be the score that we like. Typically, it's probably going to be like minus 13, minus 14.
Typically, that's what it is there. Yeah. You see the low to mid teens. Yep.
And we're in the snake pit. Okay, odds. Top of the board, you got X, 11-1. Fitzpatrick, 16. I've seen him up to 20. And then Vic, 18. Seen him as low as 15. Those are the three guys below 20. X has fantastic history. He's got 12th, 5th, 12th. And Fitzy's playing good golf. I think, Vic won last year. I don't know if he's going to win again, and I don't know what Fitzpatrick's going to do after yesterday, but X is a formidable challenge this week. I'm not betting him. I'm going to take him on, but he's, I could see him winning this.
100%. Yep. I'd be on him too on that too. Tough up top there, but yeah, he's course history, track history, all that type of stuff, where he's trending. This sets up perfect for him this week to not come in and pick off an event, but, come in and rightfully so take him every down. So
then we get to the 20s. Any love for Fitz?
Yeah, it just depends on what, is there any chance he could have just a little bit of a letdown in terms of energy levels, just kind of coming off that, grind for those 4 days, huge week, API to that, and then coming over here and just kind of, maybe having not everything in the tank. You just don't know on those guys. But he could continue rocking and rolling. He's a guy that we could sit there on Sunday and see he's top 5, challenging again for the title.
Yeah, it wouldn't shock me. 18-1 on Fitz is tough though.
Yeah. Yep.
Akshay's 22. Looking at Spieth 24, Bridgman 24, Cantlay, Ben Griffin 25, Justin Thomas 28.
That's a good number on top, because down here Thomas is 22. That
might have been this morning. I see him at 25 now. Okay.
Yeah. So, but I like Thomas. I think, he's talked about how much he loves this course. And it would be a perfect week for him to come in and get a W under his belt this year, coming back from his injury and stuff like that. I don't think he would have added this to the schedule if he wasn't, healthy, coming off playing 2 straight weeks off back surgery. You know what I mean?
He loves this place, man.
Yeah.
He loves it.
Yep. And then obviously
it feels too soon with him.
Yeah, it could.
He striped it well though. Oh my God, great on approach.
Yeah. His numbers last week were, very, very vintage Justin Thomas, previous.
I can't do it.
Leaving him off?
Yeah, I can't do it.
You gonna go to your guy next, Brooksy?
Yeah, I'm betting Brooks.
I like, hell yeah.
28-1. He's played here once, finished 12th. I don't know. What's not to like right now? Guy loves Florida.
I was gonna say same conditions, same grass, Bermuda, striping it, rolling it better now.
Gained almost 8 on approach last week.
Yep,
hitting it fantastic. The score is perfect. Brooks Koepka score, the winning score.
Yeah. That fits the mold for his game and where he's at and what he's typically doing. So
like Brooks can't go out and shoot -3, -4 every day. You do that, you're gonna be there on Sunday.
You're gonna be there on Sunday. Exactly. I like that. Number. We got 2,500 down here on Hard Rock right now on Brooksy. So I like that number a lot.
I'm seeing Spieth at 28. I watched a lot of Spieth because he was featured a lot this week. He striped it pretty well too.
Yeah, we touched on it before here. I like Spieth as well. That's a guy I like. I think he's close. I know he's got those random misses every now and then that pop in, or just a random blow up pull like he did on Thursday or Friday when he doubled 9, his last hole 18 or whatever it was. But he's close, and I think he's trending in that direction where, I think it's time where we're going to see him get back into the winner's circle and maybe be a force this year, potentially in the majors, maybe as soon as Augusta,
He also plays all the comp. He's all the comps, in my opinion. I think this is a good comp to Colonial, good comp to Wyndham, good heritage comp. And he's won all those events.
Right.
He came in second at Wyndham, but he's won Colonial, won Valspar. He's won Valspar too. He's won this back when he was good at golf, and he's won Wyndham.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can he actually win? Because he hasn't really won a tournament since like 2019.
Which is so crazy to think. I know. It's like, holy shit. Can't believe it's been, 6-7 years I've seen him.
No, he won in 2021. We won Valero 2021.
Valero.
So 4 or 5 years.
Yep.
Can he actually get over the line and win?
I like it. I think this week he's got a very good shot.
He looked really, really good, man, especially with those irons. Holy shit.
Yeah.
He looked fantastic.
Yep. No, I would be he's on my short list. I like him this week. I think you can get to him. I think you can I see you jot it down. I think you're gonna get him in there.
Yeah. I very much will. Cantlay, I mean, he can go to hell. 28-1. What are we doing here? Like, he hasn't contended in a tournament in 4 years. Why isn't he 45?
The big fucking dumper or whatever you got, dumping pants. Jesus Christ. I still go back to him too. I'm guilty of it as well, but I've had enough of Mr. Delta and DeWalt or whatever the fuck he's sponsored by. I'm done with all that stuff. Yeah. Until he proves us wrong and wins a big one again,
I'm not losing any sleep over not betting Cantlay at this event. Played here once, finished second, but what are you gonna do? This guy's talking about Bridgman. Bridgman, I hate Jacob Bridgman with a passion. He was all putting last week. I despise Jacob Bridgman so much. I don't. He makes every fucking putt, man.
Yeah, he could roll the rock. I think he's one of the best, if not the best putter on tour.
Yeah, I look at Bridgman and no, he just won. He just won Riv. He's not going to win again. I'm just good. If he beats me at 24-1, whatever.
Yeah, he's pretty damn consistent though. He's showing up on every leaderboard.
I'm not saying he's not a good golfer.
Yep.
He's not for me.
No.
The next guy I was looking at was Connors, 35. Another guy that played fantastic last week.
Struck it phenomenal. Yep.
Struck it great at API as well.
And
decent history.
Little correlation with
21st, 8th last year.
Little correlation with your Valero stuff too. He's won there twice, with the same comp courses and that type of stuff like you were mentioning.
Yeah. 35. Can he actually win a golf tournament?
35 is a good number there because down here it's 30. So 35, pretty solid.
Like, who has a better chance of winning, Spieth or Connors?
Ooh, I'd go Spieth.
Okay.
Or maybe even Hestestatune.
Yeah, we'll get to him. I can't say I disagree with you, but
yeah, I mean, or if you could fit both of them in, you know what I mean? Go a little more top heavy here this week. Spieth, Connors, if there's no letdown and energy letdown from the players and coming off the back-to-back weeks of big golf.
I can't go both because I'm going to bet Brooks.
Go all three, throw them all in there. You're flush. You might as well start firing now.
Connors withdrew? Is that what this chat is saying?
Let's see. I didn't see that. Let me see.
The only withdrawals I see is Bobby Mack, Shooter Sean.
Yeah, that's it. I don't see.
No, this guy is talking about the Indian.
Oh yeah, the round Canadian.
Okay, so yeah, so Connor's still in the field.
Yes.
I'm thinking about him.
I mean, from those there, Spieth, Connors. I think you got to get one in there, one to fit in there with Brooks and those guys.
Tagala.
He's played some really good golf. I just don't know if he's going to get over that hump.
What is he up to?
Here, he's 40.
40. Not a bad number.
That's not a bad number.
7th in 2022, 36th in 2025.
I'll tell you what, he is a massive human being. We bumped into him at Panther National a couple weeks ago, and I was playing with Horvat and those guys.
Yeah.
And he watched a kid in our group make an ace on the par 3 course, which ended up costing me hundreds and hundreds of dollars because it flipped the match. But I swear he looked like he was like Bigfoot when Sahith came walking over. He's just a monster human being. Cool dude. He came over and talked to us and everything, but just a big dude. I mean, he's a monster.
He seems like a cool guy. 40 is not bad. He's playing some decent golf. I'm not crossing him off yet.
No, and that number probably comes down a little bit too. I think more people will start hitting that if they see 40s.
Okay. Anybody else? 40 to 50.
I don't, just looking at here, Spawn, no. Hodgegard, no. Keegan, no. Aaron Rye, no. Aaron
Rye, I saw up to 80.
He's 50 on here right now. But 80.
I saw an 80 on Aaron Rye. I didn't hate that. We'll get to that one though.
Both Hodgegards, Pendrith, Taylor, Davis, Thompson, McCarty, those guys, they're all in that range on Hard Rock down here right now that I see. But I just don't think I can get to any of those guys.
Yeah. So the question of the week, I guess, is Rio. I mean,
yeah.
Flavor of the week, most popular bet of the week. Everybody's fucking betting this guy.
Right.
Makes perfect sense. Matt asked the question to me last night. Do Asians win the Valspar?
Did you type that into Google and see if there's been any Asian winners?
I went back and checked. There has been one Asian to win the Valspar. Any guesses?
KJ Choi.
Yes.
Because you know what? Somebody posted it the other day about KJ Choi, and I don't know why I looked into it, but I happened to see that there. Was it like 2011 or 12?
No, it was like 05, 06.
Oh, was it 05? But that's
then
great.
The next year he lost to Furyk, came in second.
KJ fucking Choi. What a G he was.
Yeah.
Well, why can't Rio make it the second Asian?
So you're telling me an Asian is going to win the Valspar, and he's going to be the most bet play of the week?
I know it's tough because we've seen this now the past 2 weeks, the most bet and what's gone on and, the clear cut chalk and what happens. But he's already down to 30 on mine.
I mean, that's absolutely bananas.
Yeah, that's a crazy number. What's he on yours?
He's 42 on DraftKings. But I mean, he plays all the comp courses well. He's got a third at Wyndham. He was fourth here last year. He's got a sixth at Colonial last year, 18th at Heritage. Last week, he gained 6 on approach. I mean, he's having every week he gains 4 at least on approach. Like, he's having a great season. So it makes all the sense in the world. I understand people wanted to be on Rio.
Maybe it's one of those weeks where you just don't overthink on these and just go with the chalk. You know what I mean? And take that number now and ride it. Because like you said, he's checking off every box every week. It's almost like he's getting better and better. You know what I mean? Each week with his stats and his approach play and, how many times he takes a sip of his water bottle or whatever he does, that cool little thing on the course with the caddy and stuff. He's got his mojo going, and the course comps, like you just read off, are all very solid. So what could go wrong? He's gonna have a back injury.
I guess I like it a lot, but
especially 42. I mean, like I said, I'm seeing 30 right now on Hard Rock. And
I wouldn't touch a 30.
If that's the way it's going right now, and it's Monday afternoon at 3:00, shit, that number could be 26 by Wednesday. You know what I mean? Or 22 or whatever, if people are smoking them that much.
Yeah. All right. So I got to think about that one.
Okay.
I'll probably bet it, I guess. I don't know. But I'm prepared for it not to work out. Fully prepared for it not to work out. But hey, I'm just off a winner, so I can actually
gotta ride it. Gotta ride the wave.
Yeah. All right, couple guys here. Dave Thompson, Alex Smalley, 50.
Smalley makes a little sense. You know, he's been trending, playing well. I can never get him correct. I can never get him right.
Yeah.
Always burn him, but he's got course comp, doesn't he, on some of those other courses? I think he's played decently at some of those other tracks. He looked good this past week.
Yeah, he's just – does he ever contend or do anything? No.
Cross him off?
I'm off.
They got him at 50 for that one. They got him at 75 here.
53 on DraftKings. Dave Thompson.
Yeah.
4th at Puerto Rico. Sucked last week at the Players.
Yeah.
Another tough one. No, I'm out on Thompson. Fuck him.
There's a guy that's right around that range that I'm seeing on my side here that I know you love, that I just thought of potentially. Initials WC, and he hit on Kay Adams last week.
Wyndham Clark.
Didn't he have a good finish on Sunday? Yeah.
Huh?
Didn't he have a good finish on Sunday, or was he?
Wow, he actually hit it pretty decent.
That was because I remember seeing him pop up on. They showed him a little bit on 13 or 14. I think he put one close on Sunday.
Finished 42nd.
Okay.
Shot 73 Sunday. 4 rounds in the 70s.
Yeah. No.
I don't know, it doesn't feel like a Wyndham place.
No. You said Smotherman, though.
Yeah, Smotherman. I mean, another popular bet. At 60 plus, I'm not as worried about that.
He fits the mold. I mean, his iron play has been absolutely magnificent.
Yeah, I got to bet Smotherman. I'll bet Smotherman.
Since the Cognizant. I mean, he struck it super well there. Came out, he WD'd, another back injury there at API, whatever it was. But then he looked good again this week. I mean, he was on there all week.
Yeah, gained 6 on approach this week.
Yeah.
Great off the tee.
Yep.
Yeah, got to ride the wave with Smotherman. Okay. Getting to this. Oh, we're in the 60s now. I mean, Homa. Matt keeps bringing up Homa to me.
He's got to be close. It's just his scorecard. How about his scorecard on Thursday?
Yeah, just Homa in Florida just doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, I mean, I love the guy. I love being on him as well, and his numbers are there right now, ripe for the taking. But I don't know. I don't know if he's got all 4 to put them together. All 4 rounds to make it happen. But I'm seeing 75 on him down here.
That's decent. 63 here in DraftKings.
He's you could maybe, I don't know. I mean, if you feel a little frisky.
All right. I guess I won't cross Homa off. I don't know. For some reason, I like Grayson. Why do I like Grayson?
I don't know.
I don't know why. I think it's that second place he had at the Wyndham that's really sticking with me.
Yeah. I mean, he can get hot. He's got the game. I don't see why not. I mean, it's the field. This is an event where he could pick one off.
Feels like a Burns, Davis Riley type. I don't know.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I mean, if you could fit him in there, squeeze him in. I mean, I see 75. What do you got?
Yeah, same.
Yep.
Bud Cauley?
I can't get him. I can't figure him out.
90? Yeah, Graceman was -6 through 10 holes on Thursday, and then
and then he shot 7 over on the back nine. And he almost aced 17 too. It was great.
Yeah.
They're like, while we were away, Max Grazerman to move back to 7 over on the back nine.
Oh man. I don't mind Bud.
No, I like Bud. I mean, I like him, especially in Florida courses. You know, he's a Florida boy, down here with all his guys. You know, he's come back strong from his injuries and stuff like that, back a few years ago. And this is the type of event that, you know, a guy like him could pick off. You know what I mean? String together 4 good rounds. He made the cut at Players, didn't he, or no?
Yeah, he finished 32nd, 18th at API. He finished 4th here last year, 3rd at the Colonial last year. I mean, he sucked in Cali, but once he gets to Florida, I mean,
it's home to Florida. Yep,
it's his jam.
He could be a number. No, you're seeing 90. I'm seeing 75 on him here.
Yeah. So I'm looking at him too. I haven't pulled on any of these guys though. I don't really. I'm gonna pull on Smotherman. I'm gonna pull on Brooks. And then I pulled on Matty Schmid, 100-1.
Yep, I know you like that. Like we talked, he's got to have the shirt untucked. Maybe he goes all 4 rounds shirt untucked.
Yeah, Matty Schmid, T9, Honda, 5th at Puerto Rico, finished 46th at Players, but I mean that's kind of an expected result for Matty Schmid, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't
almost beat Ben Griffin at Colonial. I mean, he was in the lead for a lot of that tournament. Finished 2nd there. I don't know. I like Schmid. I feel like Schmid at 100 is a decent bet.
That's a good number. Really good value. You know, for
Europeans like this place typically.
Yep.
So I'm in on Schmid, 100-1.
There was 2 guys that were in that range that I just saw here. Christopher Wrighton and Bazudenhout.
Seabez. What do you got for a number there?
I got Wrighton and Bez at 75, which
okay.
But Wrighton made the cut. You know, I know he's new here, you know, coming over from DP.
Isn't he a bomber though?
He is, but he's got a really good short game. Really good short game. And, you know, this is the kind of track I feel like a guy like that, another European guy, you know, Norwegian, plays in those type of conditions. Because that could be somebody to look at as a potential sleeper, you know, maybe late to toss on the card if you feel the need. But Seabez is the same thing too. South African, you know.
I don't hate Seabez.
Short game.
Right, and I can't get to. I'm not a Wrighton guy. Seabez. Possibly.
Yep, I like that there. You know, then we're getting in the range of Maddie's boy, John Perry.
That was an all-time pod moment. Holy hell.
How insane would that be? Cam Young wins for you last week, and then you just throw John Perry on last minute, and John Perry takes home the snake pit.
He was right in the mix at Puerto Rico.
He was up there all week. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's some flyers in this range now when you get to the 80s to 100s and above. The Matty Schmid, like you mentioned, God, there's a lot of guys in here that, you know, I would look at. Patrick Rogers, McGreevy.
Rogers not capable. I mean, he has the game, but he just never wins. Has never won.
Yeah. You know,
McGreevy,
it's just
I don't know. I wish he was 100.
He's 75.
Yeah.
Neargard Peterson, Sungjae, William Mao, Finau, all those guys are 100 on my end.
Sungjae can go to hell.
He looks pretty sick in Malbon.
Billy? Is he playing any better?
He could pop off there.
Did Billy not play the Players?
I don't think so.
Would he not make qualify?
I don't think he did. No, I don't think he was in the field, was he?
Not on Data Golf.
No, I don't think so. I don't think from his win a couple years ago at the Memorial, I don't think that had him qualified because he was out there.
That is fucking bananas.
Yeah. Yep. Blades Brown up to 100 to 1. That's crazy. He's good.
He is good. I don't know. Is game polished enough for Valspar? I feel like this is my worry about David Ford. I like David Ford, but
I like David Ford. Yeah, I just like
David
you said.
Ford. Is David Ford an actual like professional golfer? Like, yet I feel like he makes a ton of birdies, but then he'll make a ton of bogeys. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I agree on that. Yep, he's got to get over the hump on that and find consistency.
I don't mind Clanton.
He's tough to read too, man. I mean, I think he just kind of lost his short game. You know, that was the biggest thing when he came out right away. He's making everything he looked at.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm just in this. I think Brooks, maybe Spieth. Go ahead.
I was going to say, what about Penge or Michael Brennan?
Penge? Michael Brennan, no. Penge, no. Nope.
Yeah, Clanton's out there at 150. You know, like you said, a couple of those guys down the list, Johnny Kiefer, Clanton, Bayshau, Ford, Marty Doe, you know, those guys are all, you know, in that high range there if you want to.
Marty Doe, if I bet Rio, I can't have a second agent because I'm not going 3 agents, so just one. That's the rule.
Great story when we were at the Honda. I had my one buddy with me, and he follows golf pretty closely, but he's like, who the hell is this Zhen Cheng Do guy? I go, trust me, when he walks by, tell him what up, Marty. Say Marty. He's like, are you kidding me? I'm like, trust me, say Marty. He walks by, he's like, yo, what's up, Marty? Marty stops in the middle of the round on the first day on Thursday, comes over and talks to us. He's like, what the
fuck? English?
Yeah. He's like, are you kidding me? He goes, how the hell did you know this guy's name's Marty? I'm like, trust me. He goes by Marty. Marty
Nobody knows Marty Do.
Yeah, that's sick old bucket hat. But yeah, I mean, then you're just looking at bombs. You know, Chad Ramey played well at the Players. You know, guys like that. You were, I mentioned to you. You know, Blanchett, just guys that play well in Florida. You know what I mean? And can contend in these types of fields. Lee Hodges, I mean, he played well again, didn't he, this week, or did he fall off after round one or two?
Way off, but yeah, he had a good first couple days.
Yeah.
Snedeker?
He's
430 to 1.
Yeah, I mean, there's some winners down here. You know,
Davis Riley.
Somebody tweeted out this morning his number got chopped early. Somebody smoked him.
Well, how'd it get chopped? It's 340.
Somebody was saying this morning he must have been way higher than that.
Jeez. Joe Highsmith? No, I'm not going bombs. The highest I'm going is wow. Joe Highsmith actually hit it well.
Yeah, he played well.
Highest I'm going is wow, my guy Jimmy Stanger, 525.
I was going to say Stanger. He's still on the medical exemption. Played very well there and played well at Puerto Rico. He's a guy. He's a Florida kid. That could be your one bomb.
Wow, that's a big number.
Yeah, that is a really big number. And he's a Florida boy. He's back healthy. He's got the locks. He's got that look. He looks kind of like Knapp out there with the flowy hair.
Yeah. Well, all right. I'm going Brooks, maybe Spieth, maybe Tagala.
Okay.
I guess Rio, Smotherman, Matty Schmid.
Yep.
Maybe Cauley. That's about it.
And then a Stanger bomb maybe at 525.
I don't hate it.
Yeah. I like it. That's good stuff there. And, you know, if you find a little bit more to fit in there potentially, but, you know, I like those. I like those for sure.
Yeah. Then, all right, LIV South Africa. We're in Stein City, in Midrand, South Africa, playing at how much elevation? You remember? 4,500?
Yeah, 4,500 above sea level. Yep. So definitely take advantage of the Bombers. I think you were going to allude to that.
Yeah, from what Matt says, it's pure bomb and gouge. They've played one European Tour tournament here. Sean Norris beat Dean. Wow, minus 25 was the win.
Yeah.
But from what Matt's saying is Southern Guards, that's Louis' team.
Yep.
South African team, are setting this up to try to play much more difficult, tightening the fairways, making the rough hard. But it's going to be they're playing at elevation, so looking for bombers. So I'm going right back to Josele and Wolf, 2 bombers. I mean, nobody hits it farther than Ballister.
Yep.
Ballister. So I'm going to those 2. I would love to bet DJ again, just because I've been on him, but I saw it. He was 40-1.
Yeah, the one guy that I like there, I was thinking is because he's played here before too, is McKibben. He could be a guy this week that could pop. Of course.
Where did he finish in that tournament?
That's a good question. I do not know, but I know I read something earlier today that he's played there before, and he's played a good amount of golf in South Africa. On the DP World Tour and stuff like that.
Did he win in South Africa?
I don't know. See if there's anything on there.
Wow, my guy Matty Schmid finished 3rd at the Stein City Championship.
So McKibben's not won a professional tournament in South Africa, but he's got strong performances. He's got a tie for 13th at the Dunhill, tie for 15th South African Open, and some other play out there as well. So and then the 2025 Nedbank, he was there through the halfway point and fell off a little bit towards the end of the weekend. But I think just his overall, history there and playing in South Africa, that's why they like him. And he also bombs it too,
Yep.
He could be a guy.
I know Matt was on him last week. I don't know. I don't want to heavily invest in this tournament with a lot of unknowns.
What's Burmeister?
Burmese 16-1.
Yeah, that's a no. That's a crazy.
I mean, he's probably going to be around, right?
Yeah. I mean, he's from there, course history, played there, all that stuff. But that's just a huge number to get to.
Yeah. Louis 28. Do we have to have a South African here?
Schwartzel
66. I don't know, man. I might just roll with these 2 and that's it.
You roll another Asian there and put Big Dick Lee in there again, coming off his performance.
Not after that loss. Oh, baby. Man, that was bad. Maybe what the hell is Pooj doing?
Yeah, he's kind of fallen off a little bit since his strong start there on the DP.
21st in Singapore, 8th in Hong Kong. Just not hitting it great.
Yeah.
They keep pricing him at like 12-1. It's like, well, what am I doing?
Yeah. So you're starting off with those 2. So Wolf and Josele.
Yep.
I like that. Both have the pedigree and game to play there, it sounds like, from what we know, from the setup.
I would have bet Neiman if they posted a 20 again, but now he's down to 12-1. So
yeah.
No. I don't know. Just those 2. I mean, DJ's 40. I've been betting DJ, but I'm not going to condone a DJ 40 bet.
Right.
I condone a DJ 70 bet every single week on LIV, but not at 40.
Well, there might be some more information maybe with Matt boots on the ground, can give you a little more insight. There might be some stuff that, he's able to feed you on that. So maybe there'll be a few more guys that pop up that could potentially be a good play. So,
yeah, I know he's arrived. I think he just got there. He's putting in the miles.
Jeez, tell me about it.
So, yeah, that's it. That's it for LIV South Africa. A lot of unknowns, but definitely on Ballister. Wow, Neiman's 22 on DraftKings. They don't post. This is crazy. They still don't post LIV odds in mass on DraftKings.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's interesting. Yeah, that's let me see if
Neiman 22 and Dean 30. I mean, you got to bet Dean 30 and Neiman 22 if you get those numbers.
They're not even giving me anything here yet.
Those 2 are bets. If you get a Neiman 22 and a Dean 30, you got to bet them.
For sure. Yeah, Neiman 22, like you said, anything sub 20 like they were talking originally, I wouldn't touch, but if you can get a 22, that's a good number.
So that's that. Hopefully we We stay hot. I know we've been hot for a month. Finally got one through the hoop. Cam fucking Young. What a stud. What a stud. The year of Cam Young has just started, and it's going to continue. So get those bets in. Get those major bets in because you know he's a major player. Cam Young. Big fucking nuts. Cam Young.
Yeah.
Dragging him all over that pussy Fitz's face.
It's like the South Park scene where he's just who is it going around with the big wheelbarrow?
Yeah, exactly.
Taking that everywhere, just doing it all to him.
Exactly. Jimmy, really appreciate you. A lot of fun. You want to plug some Let's Go stuff? Buy some shirts, you pricks.
Yeah, listen to what Blake said there. Buy some shirts, pricks. Now we got to get some new stuff set up for Maddie and you guys coming up. So I definitely gotta get on the horn with the boys here coming up, and hopefully have some new stuff here for everybody coming up. So I'll definitely keep everybody tuned.
Yeah, Let's Go Golf. There we go. Buy some polos. Really appreciate you coming on, filling in for Matt. Matt should be back next week for everybody wondering. Hopefully, I don't know what his travel schedule is like. I know it's going to be some long flights he has left for him. So who knows? It might be a Tuesday show next week.
Good deal. Well, like I said, I appreciate it. Thanks again for having me. Glad to come on a week after a winner. Cam Young's the GOAT. So let's go. Let's get another one this week.
There we go. Take it easy.
All right. Thanks, Blake. See you guys.